not a long time not talk to you about it. You know, people talk about these devices. They do not work. You know why they don't work? I'll tell you that one reason. Mostly they don't work because devices are made to work on the materials associated with gold. I'll tell you one thing, you don't pick up a tin, bullets, anything like that. None of the tin, steel, metal whatsoever, except what you're looking for. But a lot of minerals and stuff is associated with gold or radioactivity, right? My latest discovery has found that device works perfectly, but it does not have a frequency control. To have a right frequency on gold is associated on a frequency 831-1999 megahertz. There is a frequency for gold. If you got a right control of the frequency, you will find a gold. But all these devices are made that way they can pick up the materials associated with gold, which is radioactive particles like meteors or meteor dust, or even uranium part of it, whatever is radioactive. Not very much of it around, but the amount of ground I covered, I found a lot. Then at the end of it, about 2 months ago, I found out with my frequency control, if it's controlled right, none of these devices have frequency control. Not one of them. Do not have a charcoal control to control a burnt wood or anything like that. This has got a whole lot. The frequency control is most important part, which is the right this dial here, as you can see it. That controls the frequency. To control the frequency of it, you've got to adjust the frequency to the certain distance. Say, in a full frequency control, I can pick up a 7-gram nugget from, say, 300 meters. That's not on a full, that's only on 80% of frequency control. If I put it on 100% frequency control, then I probably pick it up from, 400 meters. And that is behind the hill as well. So in other words, device sending a signal, picking up signal, and bringing it back to the antennas through the ground as well. The target was 1.2 meters deep, could be between 1.3 meters deep, in the brown rock, right? And it's only 7-gram nugget. Now to adjust the frequency, right? Because I've got a frequency on a full 100%. If I bring the frequency down lower, which is associated with gold only, which is 831-1999 megahertz, right? I adjust it down there. It will not pick up any material associated with gold. Am I getting clear? This device will tell you where's the target. It doesn't say to me, hey, jackass, there's a gold there for you. No, it don't. It will show you the direction where it is. All the other detectors, mine lab detectors, every detectors, I had detectors galore. And I am not, look, I gave them all up because I do not need detector anymore. I can only pick up a gold with this device. It will tell me when it's in my hand. It will tell me when it's on the ground or whatever it is. I don't even need a pinpointer to find it. Right. Now, what I have here, I have radioactive particles that they are associated with gold. Yesterday I had an incident. I pick up a target from about 90 meters. So I walk there to the target, adjust my frequency, and tells me there's no gold in it. It is a material associated with gold. You can take me wherever you want it to. I'm not trying to help you not to buy these devices, trying to tell you to, if you can modify them. My modification has been working on, I've been working on it now for 4 years, and finally I have come to final conclusion. And this is the reason I'm doing this here now. It is that to respect the device. People who they make devices, they only make it to test it. They never done it testing, exclusive testing, what I have done. They never ever done it. All they done it with a material associated with gold, and they put a certain frequency on it. Like gold, like a metal. It's got a very low frequency, 30 point, whatever it is, megahertz. That's very low. In other words, you pick up all kind of rubbish with a mindlab detector and everything like that. And I don't just say mindlab. I had the most mindlab detectors. And I sold them. I don't want not one detector anymore. Because this is very light to carry, easy to walk, and I can detect, say, target from 400 meters, 7 grams, in the ground, behind the hill too, and deep down. Then when I come to the target, I adjust my frequency, and I say, okay, I come to the 30 meters, and I approximately know there's a definitely target there, because I have adjusted the frequency of to only the pick up a gold. We understand each other? Now, I'm going to start this device. It's on already now. Now, before I do that, I have more devices here. I have 2 of them. You see, because one of them I sent to Arabia, and guy's got a problem holding it. He doesn't know how to hold it. So anyway, lightly I showed him how to hold it, and the device works perfectly. So anyway, so far he's very happy with the device that he's got it. But that's why I got it too. If some jack buys one of them, then I got one left for myself. But I don't mind them to sell you. I say you can modify this yourself. You can spend the 4 years investigating and working on it, and you'll find that it worked perfectly. But you got to work on it. You got to do it. I've got another device here, which is left to me on the front door. You know, this I've got to put this one properly down. I don't want to damage my device in any way. This is left to me on the front door. I used to, a couple of them I have purchased of these, and of course I found out that I burned out, and they're not good enough, and some of them you can't even adjust. You cannot modify. Say, this one you cannot modify. But the guy come to me, and he left it there. He did this. This could probably cost $500-600. You know, it's also it is a piece of rubbish. Yes, it is. But these other ones I found, the German ones, they can be modified, and they can be made. Put a frequency control. I keep stressing a frequency control to control that. Right. This is not good. Okay, I just bought it here to show to you. Otherwise, this wouldn't be here. Okay, that would be left somewhere in my house and stay there. And I don't want to even break the bag of it. Not that matters much. Okay, so I use my device here. I switch it on, which I was going to do it. I got it air there, very much a lot of material that's associated with gold. I've got to give you one story. Last year in January, two of us dug it up 4 meters for a material that's associated with gold, 4 meters deep. But we did not know at the time how to control the frequency. That was our biggest problem. Right. Now, the control the frequency is the most important part of associating with it. Device is on. Okay, it's working now. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put device on to pick up radioactive particles as well in the gold, which is in here. Gold is down here where we are pointing, and the radioactive particles are there in a bolus, which I'm going to show to you. And you'll see it, how the device will pick up both particles at once. See it? Picking up two targets. In other words, it's picking up radioactive particle as well as gold. Now, I'll remove the gold from there. This is 7 gram gold, 7 grams of gold here, maybe a bit more, could be close to 8. You watch, I've got to put him behind my back because the device can't go behind my back. Now, it will pick up only the material associated with gold. Okay? Now, if I adjust the device not to pick up a radioactive, adjusting a frequency, or stressing the word frequency. Frequency is the one on a radio megahertz, whatever you're listening on your radio. This device is similar as a two-wire radio, sending a signal, bringing it back, like you're receiving a voice and sending a voice away. Okay, so it works on the same principle, only it does not talk, only it does make sound. Now you look, it will not pick up that radioactive particles. Okay, do you getting a point? It will not pick up a radioactive particle. Now I'll put it down here. Okay, gold is there. This is one thing which we don't understand. We are going in the future. We think of tomorrow. We're not talking about yesterday. This is the future. Now, do you watch? It will pick up the gold with no problem. It will not pick up the radioactive particles. It will not pick up radioactive particles. Radioactive particles are very heavy. I got a lot of them. This bottle is full of them. This Coke bottle is full of radioactive particles. This one I picked up yesterday from 90 meters. And when I come to it, within the 2 meters, I adjust the device, tell me there's no gold in it. But I kept it anyway, just to, for interest of it. It was sitting on top of the ground, I have to dig it up. I just seen it and I said, oh yeah, that must be it. And of course, it's an old brown rock and quartz to it. That's what it is in this. And of course, it's a material associated with gold. Right. So my frequency control definitely works 100%, not 99, 100. 1.2 meters picks it up. That 7-8 gram from 30 meters, 1.2 meters deep. 30 meters distance. But I can pick up the same target from 400 meters. Are we Do I'm getting through? Do you understand me what I'm talking about? In other words, when I adjust my device up there to go for more materials associated with gold like this, I can pick up that nugget from 400 meters. Then when I come to it, I adjust my frequency just on gold and only picks it up from 30 meters, but it's 1.2 meter deep. 7 gram, pick it up with your metal detector, 1.2 meters deep. You gotta believe. No way, you will pick it up. Now, the same again. The gold here, it's right here, right? They might be able to see it, maybe not. Yes, you will see it, right? It's here, right? You watch the device. It's a radioactive material down there, and the gold is right here. It will go on gold. It will not go on the rest. But you watch. I adjust the device, frequency, frequency. Okay, 831,199 megahertz. Okay. Now I adjust the device on a higher frequency. I pick up both targets, radioactive targets, in gold. Do you see what I have achieved? I have separated radioactive particles from the gold. In other words, I can fully control my device, but I've got to walk to the target. When I come close to the target, say even 4 or 5 meters, it will tell me is the gold there or not. It will eliminate the radioactive particles because of the frequency control. Because manufacturers put a frequency to the materials associated with gold. And of course, when you buy this device would not pick up a 50 gram, not even on a 25 meters. Because it has not, does not pair, is not been modified, not be fixed. So when you buy one, pull it apart and modify it, make it, do some experiments with it, and find out what can you achieve with it. But if you busted it up, it's very, very risky to do any alterations on this, especially in the top point part of it here. Your drill can slip just that much, and you can throw the device away. In other words, this device costs nearly $4,000 to bring it here in the country. And you know what? When it came in, I wouldn't give you $20 for it. But I buy it because I know what I can do with it. I know that I can make it work. And that's the reason I'm buying these devices. That's the reason I got it. So don't ask me to do it for you. Do it yourself. Goodness me. You got a brain too, the same. You got something in the head. You don't have to ask me to do it. Or like people ask me, send me information how to, modify device. What do I think I am? Some kind of an idiot just to sell my knowledge or give it away? No, I'm not. If you want a device, you buy it, modify it, fix it up, work it, and you will find that the device do work. Today is the 19th of November. It's Saturday, 21, and it's early morning. It's around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to do some scanning ground. So in other words, I'm going to put my device on a long frequency. I can detect the target from 400 meters. When I find the target, I just come to target, I adjust my frequency, and I will know, is it gold? Do I need to carry pick with me? No. I don't have to carry even pick. But if I find it there, within a 5 meter that tell me there is a gold, well then I got a problem. I got to walk back, get a pick, get a shovel, and start digging. You have a nice day. I hope so. You understand what I'm talking about. You can adjust the device. You can make it. You can make it. But manufacturers don't care. They charge you, say, up to $3,000 to send you one of these. Well, I would buy it. You know, if it was me, I would buy it. But I know what I would do with it. But the most important part is this, is the frequency control. If you don't have that control, you will dig it up so many radioactive particles like I have that you would not believe it, okay? All takes the time, takes the patience, work, put it together to make it. You can see that's been highly modified, completely remodified. Okay, and of course now the frequency control, I had it for a while, but I never used it correctly. So now I'm using a frequency control and say, okay, I don't want to pick up that other down there, that radioactive particle. I'll just pick up a gold. All I do, I turn my dial to the certain spot, and I can pick it up, both gold and radioactive particle. Turn him back again, I'll pick up only gold. So that's how I find the gold. I don't pick up that down there, what is down there on that blue top. The camera is a little bit interfering, but it's not too bad. Even that gold, that is material that's associated with the camera in the gold, it doesn't picking it up. You take care. This is made in Australia. As I told you today is that day, and the frequency is for gold is 831-1999 megahertz, and for silver is, I'll tell you for silver as well, for silver is much lower, 472-1132 megahertz. So 831 and 472, it's a big difference. For diamond frequency is a bit higher, it's almost very close to the gold, 725-1740, that's for diamonds. Diamond is a very cold associated close to gold, the frequency itself, but still it's got about 100 and 200 megahertz difference in its settings. So you can study that and then you will know what it is. Okay, 831-1999 megahertz. Okay, take care, bye.